This Wednesday is our first midweek prayer service that starts at 6:15. This is a very important service, and I want to explain to you why. We mentioned a few weeks back, I believe, that we talked about the Sojourner Truth statue that's downtown, that was an altar. We taught the history behind her, that she was actually a spiritualist. If you go down there and visit that statue, you'll see that it talks about some scriptures, there's things like that, but there's mixing going on there. There's lies in the ointment. She was a huge spiritualist. And so the fact that that is erected down there, if you're unaware of this, and I'm not speaking positively about slavery or anything like that, this is not a racist thing. That is an altar that's erected to idol gods down there. So I shared this just a few weeks ago, not knowing what I'm about to share with you right now. So it's been brought to my attention just recently here in Battle Creek. There's been a man that was just released from prison after a 35-year sentence. He was a part of some sort of a gang in the 80s, and from what I understand, he committed some sort of a murder of some sorts, and that's what led him to prison. Now, I don't know the guy's name or anything like that. I'm not going to broadcast that, but he was just released. And when he was released, there was a celebration, whether it was with his family or family and friends, this sort of a thing, I don't know. And they gathered at that altar downtown just this last week. There was a group gathering down there. And this guy, while he was away, has given his life to the dark side, whether he knows it or not, but he's gotten into some form of voodoo. It's got a different name. I don't know the name of it. And from what I understand, if you were to see the guy, he looks like some sort of like a medicine man with the satchel around his neck and everything. So as they gather down there at this altar right here in our very own city, they're burning sage. He was doing incantations upon people and stuff like that. And I just don't think it's a coincidence, one, that I mentioned this to you guys just a few weeks back, and then this just happens a week ago. I don't find it a coincidence that this church is opening up at the same time as this person's release. This isn't something that we need to fear, but this ought to get you to understand the importance of the prayer meetings that we're going to be holding here. Because that's what is going to stop this type of things. It's going to stop the incantations. It's going to stop this. And listen, God wants his territory back. And he's going to accomplish that. He's going to take it back. And it's going to be just like Gideon. If it's my family and a handful of other people that are participating in this, that's all he needs. He wants it to be that way so that no one takes the credit but him. He's going to get what he wants. So we're going to see that. And listen, you're not going to hear this stuff at other churches. The other churches aren't going to be talking about what was going on down there at the altar. The other churches aren't even aware that that's an altar. And Lord, wake them up. They have no idea, and it's sad. And so the fact that they don't even know is going to prevent them from talking about it. And we mentioned this last week. And when they don't know, I think you guys get the visual. This is what's happening. They perish. They go into bondage for lack of knowledge. If they do know and they don't say anything about it, this is what they're doing. They're putting their light under a basket. Okay? We're not going to do that in this church. And that's not going to attract a lot of people, let's be honest. But the reality of it is, this is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to put it up on a stand. We're supposed to let it shine. We're supposed to expose this stuff, not turn a blind eye to it. This wasn't planned. Like, this just dropped on me yesterday. We're in some serious times, you guys. The end is upon us, and what's sad is that people aren't prepared. And I'm not talking about people of the world. Yeah, they're not prepared, but I'm talking about the church. We go out yesterday to the Marshall Blues Festival, like we like to do. We look for opportunities. And didn't have many, few. Tried to focus on the family this time. Did talk with a Marine recruiter. They're down there recruiting. And I told him we're here recruiting too. The guy's assembling an army also, that he's looking for a few good men. But after that we went down to the Ponderosa in Coldwater, because it's hard to find an American buffet, and we like it there. And I have to just say how saddened I am. I'm sharing my heart with you guys that what I'm seeing, and it's everywhere, and it's shown in the tattoos that people wear, and the clothing that they wear, and most of them don't even realize that's just that they don't even realize what they do. And literally all I can do is say, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And realize that most of these people that I'm seeing that this is going on are likely people that are lost. They might even be in the church and lost too, I don't know. Because the things is that these things from the world have mixed into the church, and the church don't know no better. The church it's time for us to prepare ourselves, because Jesus is going to come back soon. I've got a message today we're going to be talking about as in the days of Noah. And I have a lot of content on it, and I'm not going to get through it all. And there's even a third part. I don't know that I'm thinking we're going to come back next week beginning to talk about the preparation. I think I'm driving the point home enough. I think you guys get it. And what's sad is this place should be full, and that every church around here should be talking about the same stuff. As I'm there at the Ponderosa yesterday, an Amish family comes in. Now, I can't say that I necessarily align myself with all the Amish doctrine, but what I saw was a night and day, a light and darkness contrast between that family and the world. I had to talk to the guy, because I was curious. I'm like, what are they preaching from your pulpit right now? I asked him that. He said about Jesus' return. Yeah, so they know. They know. I confirmed it with them. Like, yep. Yep. And it's being left out. It's being avoided. It's being tap danced around at the churches right now. They don't want to acknowledge this is what's happening, but this is what's happening. Burying your head in the sand is not going to do you any good. So,